Hi everyone, this is Sagar Shah and I'm here with some of the best talents of Indian chess right now over here sitting behind me. Hi everyone.
Hi.
So just to introduce yourself, can you all just say your names out?
Hi, I am Raunak.
Raunak, yes.
Hi, I am Gukesh.
Gukesh.
Hi, I am Iniyan.
Hi, I'm Leon.
I am Praggnanandhaa.
I'm Prithu.
Okay, so all six of them attended the Kramnik Microsense Chess India program, which was held for 10 days in France. And today was the last day. We are about to, leave this house in 4 hours. Yeah. So we have all packed our bags, and this
4.5 hours.
4.5 hours, and this video we are doing just to ask them as to what did they learn from the camp. So first, let's start with the youngest. I think it's
Gukesh.
No, the oldest, the eldest.
eldest. Yeah. Okay, let's start with Iniyan.
Yeah.
Iniyan, how was your experience in the camp? Did you enjoy it, and what did you learn?
I enjoyed it a lot and I also learned a lot. I especially liked how he outplayed his opponents in equal positions and how he managed to convert slightly better positions which were practically defendable. And as an example, I would like to say the Ilyanov game where it was 3-pawn rook knight versus 2-pawn rook knight. And he managed to slowly improve his position and win the game. And he also showed that his tactical play is also not weak. And he showed us his games against Carlsen, and it was an excellent example that he's also not. He also plays excellently in tactical positions.
Okay, so let's have a look at the Ilyanov game. Which point? Yeah, from here.
Yeah.
So what did you learn from this? He was white, Kramnik was
Okay,
white.
this position seems to be mostly drawable by black because there are only 3 pawns on the board and black can exchange 2 and give up his knight for the 3rd pawn reaching a theoretical draw. And he slowly managed to improve his pawns, make his opponent make mistakes, and finally got so much pressure that his opponent cracked and made a blunder.
Yeah, so he sort of improved the position.
Yes. He never hurried in this game.
Yeah, I think patience is one of his biggest virtues. Yeah,
Yes.
got his king and finally he won the game like this. So you learned a lot from this example.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like usually white players will just push their pawns and try to do something, but he slowly improved his pieces, centralized them, advanced his king, and then along with it improved his pawns, and he used all the chances he got.
Okay, cool. So that was Iniyan. He learned basically the art of endgame play and also patience from Kramnik. Who's next? I think Prithu. Our India's latest GM, 64th GM. Prithu, what did you feel about the camp? How was it?
Okay, so first of all, I enjoyed a lot, and I would like to thank Microsense Networks and chessbaseindia for giving me this opportunity. And needless to say, I learned a lot, which would probably prove to be very useful in my upcoming tournaments. And we covered a number of essential topics with Kramnik sir, out of which probably if I were to highlight one, I would probably pick his endgame skills as in outplay, as in the way he outplays his opponents from seemingly equal positions.
What was it like? One thing about Kramnik that you liked very much, apart from his chess. You were interacting with him as a person as well. He was here with you for over 50 hours. What did you like?
So basically looked up to Kramnik sir since a lot of time. He's always been one of my idols and continues to be my favorite player. And I always wondered as to what the man behind the legendary player is. And as I interacted with him, I got to know as to how nice a person he is. I absolutely fell in love with his humility and also getting to know the fact that a player like him has a great sense of humor was very nice.
Yeah, Prithu spoke about humility. I think I want to ask all of you. You know, whenever you suggested a move to Kramnik, he would always say, "Yeah, maybe, possible." He would never say this is a bad move. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think this was really great. He sometimes he even knew that a move was bad, but he would sort of patiently refute it or say something
Which
about
would in
it.
the process help us to learn more.
Yes. So that was great. And anything specific that you learned from this camp that you would like to share?
Okay, so my highlight, if I were to pick a highlight, it would probably be his game against Maxim Matlakov from Qatar Masters 2015, where he outplayed his opponent from a seemingly equal position.
From this
as-
position.
Yes.
He was black in this position, Kramnik, and white was Matlakov. This was from Qatar 2015. What did you learn from this? It looks like an equal end game.
Yes, so okay, well, first of all, as you stated, it looked like a completely equal end game, and we also had Kramnik sir state the fact that they were both playing under extreme time pressure and probably winning a position like this in a matter of few moves with nearly flawless technique is really at the very least very inspiring to the viewer or the learner in my case.
So, he played f4, he got a fixed square for his bishop on d5, then he pushed his a pawn, he then went on to...
I think at pushing the a pawn at the right moment was also one of the key to winning this endgame, because had he possibly pushed it a few moves earlier where it seemed like the most obvious and natural move to the human eye, it would have probably led to his opponent getting some counterplay and draw would have been a natural outcome.
And then pushing his h pawn,
Yes.
sort of when the game comes to an end, we see like how Kramnik has completely outplayed his opponent, like here.
And visually comparing the positions from where we sort of start to look at the game to the position which his opponents land in towards the end is absolutely stunning.
Yeah, so this is like a complete victory. All the pawns are fixed here and black has a clear passer. So thanks Prithu for sharing what you learned from the camp. Next up is Prag.
Yeah, you.
Prag, you become like the one of the older participants of the camp. Yeah, number 3.
Yeah.
There are 3 people younger than you. Okay, I never thought about it. So, how was your experience about Kramnik, first as a person and then as a player?
Yeah, I learned a lot from this camp, and he was good in person. He was just joking during the camp also, and with the moves, and he was always analyzing the board, not with the engine. Like he doesn't see engine during the session, and yeah, that I liked very much with him. And okay, about his play, I think his technique was really good, because I mean it looks like nothing is there, but he converts it with good players, so it's really good. But I wanted to point out a game which was interesting. It was where we are seeing some calculation things, so it was
Against whom?
against Ivanchuk.
This one.
Yeah, so I just wanted to go, and it was a rouser.
So it was a Sicilian, and it was some new idea by Ivanchuk. Kramnik is black in this position. And which point would you?
And I just thought this game was really interesting, and I want to go rook d3.
Yeah, rook
And
d3,
here the queen b8.
d, fe, and here this Kramnik actually in this position took here.
Yeah, actually he saw queen b8, but the problem is rook c8, bishop c8, rook f1. Now he missed rook h7. So it was really a nice event.
You like this move,
Yeah,
rook h7, and you were able to get this move.
but I think after a long time,
You thought for a long
yeah.
time. And the main idea of this move is that after e into f6, you take on h2, and then this rook sort of defends the f7 pawn, and this was very important. Did you guys like this game?
Yes.
Yeah, it was very nice. And then I just wanted to point out another thing, the 26 rook d4. Yeah, here like we
Can we ask the viewers to think?
Yeah, sure.
So in this position, you can take a lot of time and try to find the best move for black. I think very difficult, yeah.
Yeah, it's quite difficult. I think we were tried all the moves, bishop b2 and rook c7 and even castle. But
Castle is just rook d4.
yeah, just rook d5, but some rook c8 something. But
This was
like I think does not work. But here a5 was really nice.
A5, and seriously, when this move was said, even after making this move, it was difficult to understand what was going on, because first of all I can take this
Yeah, but the problem is bishop b4 now.
bishop, and you kind of fix your bishop so that now queen b6.
But just go and do rook
Rook
c6.
c6.
That's the point.
You can take.
b4 bishop is protected.
That's why a5 move was very strong. Fantastic. So these were two very, as you can see, Iniyan pointed out to a knight and 3 pawns endgame, and a rook, knight and 3 pawns versus 2 pawns. Prithu pointed out to this queen bishop endgame, and now suddenly we are seeing a completely attacking game of Kramnik against Ivanchuk. So this is what you
Yeah.
enjoyed.
I also wanted to thank Microsense Network for this opportunity to learn with them, and also chessbaseindia.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, so who's next? Raunak. Okay, Raunak, you can speak a little louder.
Hi everybody.
Yeah. So Raunak, how was your experience overall in this camp? Did you learn a lot from this, and
Yeah.
What about
I learned
Kramnik?
a lot. First of all, I would like to thank Microsense Networks and chessbaseindia for taking care of us.
Mhm.
And after that, like in the camp, everything was instructive. But people know Kramnik is like a technical player. But I also had a different opinion about him. He can calculate even very well.
Yeah, of course. I mean, to become a world champion, you have to calculate well. But you mean to say you were of the impression that he is more technical player, but then you saw his attacking skills as well,
Yeah.
and you are impressed.
Yes.
Which game did you like the most?
The game with Leon Mendonca.
So he beat Aronian in this one in candidates.
Yes.
And from what point did you like it very much?
I like Kramnik sir told that he wanted just a game and to slowly outplay his opponent. So he wanted to win basically, but not to play some sharp opening like Scotch or something. He wanted to play normally, just get a game and try to win.
So that's why he even played the sort of 4 knights opening, which is not supposed to be too much, but he just got a game here, and then
And from this point, the position can become really very complicated, like in
I
the
really
game.
like this move, Queen C3.
Queen c3. Why did you like it, Gukesh?
It was prophylaxis Bishop E6.
And even he
Love,
wants to.
It was prophylaxis against Bishop E6.
Yeah, okay,
Because
so
if we play some normal move like Rook F2, there's Bishop E6.
then this comes. So Queen c3 was very good move. Yeah, Raunak.
And even he, at some point, he wants black's queen on b6, which is not so ideally placed. Like there, rook f6 sacrifices are possible.
Yeah, this was really cool how he got his knight to h4, and then rook to f1, and then queen to
This rook
e1.
f1 was like perfect move in the game.
Yeah, it's like this this diagonal of the queen has just closed for a second because of this pawn, and when it opens, the queen comes back to
Yeah.
attack. And of course, the complications were immense, but there came quite a few sacrifices, and the end was very cute.
Yeah. Like both were playing perfect moves, and the game ended by a blunder.
Yeah, queen. I think here it was still a draw, or
Yeah.
Yeah, he had to play
Yeah.
rook g7.
Yeah.
No, Rook G7 is Bishop E6.
No, Queen
Rook
C6.
G5.
That's what we saw. No, Queen C6 was.
Yeah,
Queen
Queen
C6,
C6,
E4.
then Rook
Yeah,
G7.
Rook G7, Bishop E6.
rook g7, bishop e6,
Queen
Queen
C6.
queen
C6,
c6.
E4, Rook
Mhm.
G5.
Knight G4.
And rook
just
e5
take
and
proper.
this
Rook e5,
perpetual
rook
was
f5.
Knight has to make a perpetual.
King h7,
opening.
rook g, rook king g. No,
Rook
then
G-
rook
no,
h8.
rook
G is made
G-
this
King
king
h7.
h7. King h7 and knight f6. So he's showing
And-
king h7.
This is a mate, yeah?
Yes, so he had to play king h7, rook f7, and now he cannot go king g6, so he has to make a draw.
And a draw. Okay, it was beautifully orchestrated attack by Kramnik. Of course, it was objectively a draw, but a lot of attacking themes to learn from this game. And did you guys enjoy the fact that such a game he analyzed for nearly 2 to 3 hours?
More than that.
Yeah, it was
Actually, I think
really.
more.
Yeah, maybe, yeah.
Really
But
very instructive.
I think
Yeah,
there was a
even
lot
when-
of variations.
Even when he was attacking, he was using prophylactic moves like
Yeah.
rook b1, queen c3,
Hmm.
and then rook e1.
Basically, first he
Looking-
improved
And then
all his
maneuvering
pieces
his
and
pieces
then
like
attacked.
knight h1, queen e1 at the right moment.
Right.
Just when all of black's defenders were tied up to the queen side.
So my question is, he could have shown you this game in say half an hour, but he was taking nearly 3 hours, 3.5, analyzing so many variations with you, going in depth into the game. What did you learn from that?
Like he was trying to keep this game like as close to our game that we are playing a game. So he wants us to calculate everything before playing.
Okay, so you mean
And
to
it
say,
also improved our analytical abilities immensely.
so you learned the art of analysis, sort of. Okay, great. So thanks, Raunak, for sharing.
Thank you.
Now,
Dev,
well, this Praggnanandhaa, Gukesh, and even Iniyan, they always have to start talking in Tamil in between in any interview. So right
Queen
now,
D7,
once
Queen
again,
D7.
No.
Queen D7.
what was your
I
question?
just thought, what if knight f6 here?
D1.
d1, king h2, queen d4 is there.
Queen and D4. Ah. Oh. And
Okay.
the Queen D7 also.
Bishop d7?
Rook E7.
The queen d7.
So they are always thinking about a chess position. Okay, guys, who's next now?
Leon.
Leon.
No, I only remember.
Leon, although he looks the youngest, he's the second youngest.
Yeah, by 2
Okay.
months.
Leon, I'm going to give a surprise to our viewers. I know. But first, you tell us about your experience in the camp. How was it?
Okay, first I would like to thank Microsense Networks for sponsoring us fully and also, of course, Chessbase India for taking care of us while we were in the camp.
Mm-hmm.
And I really like this camp because it really improved my chess a lot. It opened a completely new chapter in my chess understanding, and yeah, it was quite nice. Camp.
Why are you laughing? Well, it turns out that during the camp, Prithu and Leon became good friends of each other. Have you met each other before or first time?
Yes, a couple of times.
Couple
but
of
possibly not more than 2 to 3 times.
Man, only in Aeroflot, okay?
Grand game.
And Prithu started calling Leon his little brother, and they both. So okay, there are some internal jokes that they have, but right now let's focus on the chess. So yeah, it opened a new chapter in your understanding of chess.
Yeah.
Okay, and what particular thing did you like about Kramnik?
His full personality and of course his chess. He makes it look very simple, although it's very difficult when he plays. But he somehow behaves when he plays his opponents like just lose for no reason. He makes it look so simple basically.
Yeah.
So that's what I like.
But it is not simple, yeah.
Yeah.
He works really hard on the chessboard.
Yeah.
Okay, so what did you like the most?
His game against Nils Grandelius.
His game against Nils Grandelius. I think it was a technical game, sort of an end game.
Yeah, he managed to squeeze something out of nothing.
Yeah, okay, this is the game. And it was like sort of an equalish game all throughout. And
Yeah, no, not maybe a little before
here
At
somewhere?
this point only.
yeah, about here he gave us this position, and he somehow squeeze something out of nothing, and that's what I really liked about this game. So he started with rook a1, idea a5.
He wants to play a5,
Yeah.
and I think it would be nice to show that many of us would think directly going in, but then it gives a counterplay to your opponent with on the b file. Yeah, I think this was very typical of Kramnik. He would really give his opponents
The main thing
few
is that
chances.
he will just keep the game going. That's what I really like, how he manages to do that. And he does not give a clear cut draw in any way. Like, he just keeps the game going till it's king.
Sure. And I think this is a good position for our viewers to think. Yeah.
Yeah.
In this position,
It's
it was
very hard.
white to play. All of these here, grandmasters and to be grandmasters, they thought, but no one found the move. Yeah, am I right?
Yeah.
Did anyone find the move?
No.
Somebody from
I think
the-
after a very long time.
after 1 hour,
I think after eliminating all the possible legal
Legal
moves,
moves, we
found
finally
it.
came to a
Who
conclusion.
said that actually?
Kramnik sir.
Okay, so the move in this position that was played by Kramnik was e4. Would you like to explain why this move?
Okay, black has ideas of his own, of course, and the only way to create something is to play e4 and take advantage of black's lack of coordination, and it should be the only move to play for a win. Continue.
No, black's threat is f5, I think.
No, rook a2 is the idea.
Is f5 and probably eliminating
Yeah, maybe rook
the
a2.
active knight in black's position would.
But then it would create a new hole on e5.
Also, knight on
Why
e8
would
is
he
good.
get his other knight to e5?
Knight on e8 is also bad.
I think
Bad place.
what happened actually in this game is that both the players were playing on their field till this position, and suddenly when Kramnik made the move e4, it opened up a can of worms. This calculation,
He said that
everything.
it was even more practical because he was already Grandelius has less time. Like he was under 5 minutes, so it makes more sense to open up the position.
Yeah, did you guys feel like he was always making these excellent practical decisions, like always close to 40th move he would make some great
He would give the opponent like a tough decision when it's 35th to 40th move. So
Yeah. So this game Kramnik played e4 and went on to win a beautiful game against Grandelius. So Leon, before we let you go, we would like to listen, or should we ask Gukesh to finish first?
yeah.
We'll ask Gukesh to finish first, but we'll then get him to.
Yeah.
No, but maybe we'll forget, so Leon will.
No, it's okay. I'll give you.
No, we'll remember.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm a.
Yeah, Prag will remind us. Okay, so Gukesh, you are the youngest in the group, and also I have to mention that he's the youngest GM in the world right now. Like all GMs, second youngest in the history. But if you count all the GMs alive on the planet of Earth,
Correct in his
no, but he's already 28 or 29, right now. So by the age, he is right now, 13 years old, and there is no one who is younger than him who is a grandmaster. Am I right?
Okay, yeah.
Okay, so it's a nice thing. Okay, Gukesh, so how was your camp?
It was very nice, very instructive. I would like to thank Microsense Networks.
A little louder.
I would like to thank Microsense Networks for sponsoring this camp, and also chessbaseindia team for taking care of us.
Okay, so tell us a bit about your impressions of Kramnik as a person and as a trainer, as a teacher.
He's a great person, and I've always been a great fan of Kramnik sir, and after this camp I'm even more I'm bigger fan than before. I like the way how he outplays his opponent, like in equal positions, and also his practical decisions. equal in Kramnik versus Mayer.
Kramnik versus Georg Mayer, the #1 German player, I think, yeah, #1. And Prithu is actually very good at all these facts, so I always confirm with him. #2.
I think at that time might have been #1 considering as to whether Nisipiano played for
Nisipiano
Romania
was
or Germany back then.
So 2011 was maybe not the time when you were very much
No.
acquainted with all these facts.
But Naidish was also German
Yes,
at that
I'm
time.
afraid
Azerbaijan.
No, but he's saying 2011 when
We-
Nisipiano was Romanian.
2 years too early because I already started playing in 2013.
Okay. And maybe it's
It took a while.
better to ask Prithu about all the facts somewhere around 2016, 17, maybe.
Possibly.
From that point onwards. Okay. So
This
Mayer,
game I really liked, like after 15 moves.
after 15 moves, which
Yeah.
was this this position.
Yeah. It is seemingly like equal, nothing so special for White, but he created something out of nothing, and he played an excellent game and outplayed his opponent.
So Kramnik is playing here with the white pieces and he plays the move f3.
In this game, there was one principle. Just he's playing and passing the move,
Yeah.
trying to say that
Just
you make a
improving the
move.
position, and he has a
Trying
lot
to
of
make the
patience.
opponent
in
give
it.
concessions.
Yes. And have you guys used this strategy in your games, or this was something new for all of you?
This was
New.
something
No, sometimes
new.
we do it like unconsciously, like
I
playing a
remember-
move normally, but he is using this as a strategy to
Mm.
make his opponents make weak mistakes.
Hmm.
So he sort of played e4 and then improved his position very slowly, got his bishop back, improved his
I like
rook.
this move h3. It's like
I remember only one game where I did use this strategy in Goa first round.
In Goa first
2019.
against who?
that
I don't remember
queen
the
bishop
opponent.
something.
Rook
queen.
bishop. When I played the move bishop c3, no?
Yes. You were playing
Hey, you
against
interviewed them. no?
I don't know
against-
who was the opponent.
Ashna Makhija, if I'm not wrong. Yes.
I think
She
I
was,
don't know.
and
But I remember the move bishop c3.
and Gukesh just made a move which had no real purpose, and well, Kramnik actually does that many times in his games. He just improves his position very slightly, and here opponent made the mistakes and he went on to win.
Yeah.
So this was the biggest learning for you.
How he is patiently, like, not hurrying too much, just outplaying his opponents in equal position.
Okay, great. So we got an overview of all the players here. I think one person is missing who is in this apartment right now. Shall we call her?
Yeah.
What?
where is she?
Can you
She's
call her?
inside, I think.
Yeah, let's call her from here. Amruta. Yeah. Well, Amruta has been here most of the time shooting videos, taking pictures, and spending a huge amount of time in the kitchen.
Cooking some wonderful food.
Dal.
Yeah, dal.
Only
And
dal
then some
because I don't
vegetable
know how to
something.
make anything else.
That vegetable, no? Also that.
Hey, Rama Mukhya.
What is Tamil is not
No,
allowed.
no. He
Ah,
said
okay.
it's more important.
He said so
Means that
important.
vegetable.
Okay, so you guys could enjoy the food, yeah?
Yeah.
Did you like it?
Yeah,
Okay.
very much.
So Amruta, you turned out to be a good cook, good chef.
Not at all. I think I would have cooked so much that in my whole life I have not cooked that much even for you. So it was a great experience. I learned how to cook for 10 people. Okay, jokes apart, everyone was very adjusting here. All the kids, they looked experienced because I know it is not easy for these kids to adjust with only dal, rice, vegetable, and not too much of fancy stuff out there. So I really appreciate. No one complained and everything.
And Gukesh's paste was very good.
Thoku. Yes, it was a super hit. For
Prag,
sure.
you are
Gongura.
covering yourself. Yeah.
Yeah.
Gongura, no?
Gongura.
Gongura Thoku. For all the viewers
Yes, it's
who are
like
watching
Gongura
this, can try
famous.
to go for Gongura Thoku. Yeah, I'm right.
Yes.
Are you making some ad?
Okay. We all loved it very much here.
Leon Violin.
And,
Yeah, well,
Leon's violin
Leon's
was very
violin.
good, and all the kids used to play in the evening. That was fun. Overall, it was very nice for me to take this overview when everyone is so serious about the camp. Then they are playing blitz, they are solving homework, they are fighting with each other.
But we never fought actually.
Yeah, there was no real fight actually.
Yeah, I
in
think
the entire-
it is a great thing. It's
4 hours to
yeah.
go, guys. Well, maybe we can have one fight last.
And yeah, no one broke anything. Not even one glass.
Not even one glass?
Yeah.
Okay. Break it now.
So,
Yeah.
How did you find it, Sagar?
Yeah, I would first of all, I was sitting right outside the sort of arena where there were these 6 players and Kramnik who was teaching them, and I would sit with my table and chair, putting in most of the analysis and trying to make a database. At every moment while I was seeing this happening, I was really thanking Kramnik for doing this for Indian chess, and also to Microsense for actually investing quite a huge sum of money to get Kramnik on board, to get these kids over here, covering everything. So many things had to come together to make this camp happen, and it all happened. And when this was going on, when this was happening, I could see that these kids were giving it their all. They were working very hard. They were trying to learn whatever, and I think this is going to be extremely useful. What was really intended with the camp was not to learn something very specific, like let's say the Catalan opening or the Berlin or something like that, but rather to see how a world champion thinks. How he thinks.
It's opened new horizons for sure, I think.
Yeah. As Leon said, yeah, it opened a new chapter in his life. So.
My life! And of course,
chess.
also Kramnik used to say many times, in chess like in life. So I was hearing a lot of things which I would understand a lot better about life, I would tell you.
Yeah.
But yes, he is very objective and a very nice person. I think he has so much of energy and he was never tired. I never found him tired at all.
Yes, that was.
Leon Violin.
Okay, so let's end this entire interview that we have had with
Leon's masterpiece.
with Leon's masterpiece.
Man, you didn't wash your hands. No.
Okay, it's
Wait, I
no, it's okay.
It's not okay.
Leon has played many musical pieces in this camp, but there's one which is my personal favorite. Would you play that?
Yeah.
Okay, what is it called?
Valset. It's I think Italian.
Okay, well said. Can you come inside? Oops, sorry. You're outside the frame.
Oh, there.
Yeah.
Yes, no.
Yeah, go on.
Go on, wait, I have to wash my hands. That's the wrong book. Excuse me, please.
You don't need the book.
It's okay, it's okay.
Okay, while Leon comes, is there anything else that you would like to share? You guys.
I also want to thank Kramnik sir for accepting, agreeing to train us.
Yeah,
Yeah, a
Microsense
lot
and
of-
chessbaseindia and Kramnik sir gave us a huge opportunity,
Yeah.
and such things will enable us to go to further heights.
Yeah. Well, it would be very nice. We don't know what future will be, but I'm sure you guys will be one of the best players in the world. Hopefully, in the years to come. In the evening, you guys used to play some sports outside. What were you playing?
Football.
Coco.
Football, kabaddi, kho-kho.
Foot bottle could be a better name.
Actually, it was not even a bottle, it was a can.
Yeah, foot can.
Can.
Foot carton.
Kho-kho and kabaddi were the Indian origin games, I think, which they.
But everybody liked the most
chance
football.
Yeah, I scored a goal today.
First goal of Praggnanandha's life.
How? I don't know. Something.
Okay, Leon is back washing his hands. Come on, Leon.
Wait.
Here.
Leon, this cannot
But
be edited
people have to
quickly.
be see. People have to see you.
Okay,
Where are you?
somebody please hold this for me.
Yeah, I can.
I'll hold it first.
Everybody wants that.
Okay.
It's not edited.
Excuse me, where can I play, man?
Okay.
Man.
He's not coming in the camera.
Hmm.
Hey, come here.
I will move on.
Yeah, this is good.
Okay.
But Leon,
Hey.
it's not visible.
Yeah, we all will move a little down to make Leon
Yeah.
visible. Not everyone had to move.
Okay,
I was.
hold it straight.
Hey, Prag, you cannot be seen.
Man, don't worry, 3 minutes.
Okay.
Okay, should I start?
Yeah, start.
Oh, not edited.
Big hand to Leon, and with that we end this interview. Thank you guys for being
Bye.
wonderful people here.